Wait, can you spell it out? D-U-B-B.
Okay, so we out of there. Okay, so it's over.
What time is it? It's 6.
So YouTube kicked me off again. I'm not sure why. There wasn't none going on.
Ooh.
That was not supposed to be. Okay, don't click anything. That was not supposed to be going on. So I'm not sure why they kicked me off.
Where's my dad? Let me check the scores.
Yeah, because I don't want you to get in trouble for going on something and you didn't have permission.
Ooh, I think the scores outside. I mean, I could go on to the computer and call him, but unfortunately, he says something about his phone, so I can't call him on the.
Yeah, we'll just wait. Because I don't want.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can even go on that computer right now. He tells me when I can do stuff, so.
You just wait. I don't wanna do it until he approves of it.
Papa.
So we got started 4.
Papa is gone.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't
what
too
time
long.
Is it?
It's like 8:30. I mean, I'm sorry. It's 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, my migraine is messing with me. They kicked me off of here, and I'm not sure why. YouTube has been doing that lately, and you better stop it, YouTube, because what not going on? That shouldn't be going on.
Oh, they've been kicking you off? Has you said anything
just
bad?
ended my live. No, we was just all right here.
They ended the live.
Yeah, cut that mess out.
You know, actually, I could figure out why they did that in a way.
I'm going to go over here onto tick-tick-tock, tick-tick-tick-tock, tick-tick-tick-tock.
On the computer?
Tick-tick-tick-tock.
On the computer?
So, you guys, I'm going to wait till some more people come in, and I'm going to tell y'all where to find me on TikTok, which is the same as my profile here. So, I'm going to pull this up. I'm not going to
You're going to go on TikTok on here?
Yeah, don't touch the screen, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to pull this up, but I'm not going to let you do it. I'm just going to demonstrate, okay?
Because he might say yes.
It is definitely a learning game.
A game?
It's
a
well,
game
yeah. It's almost like because it's easier. It's easier for you to learn it that way, right?
Whoa. Because that sounds super fun.
Right. It's for teachers because I'm a teacher.
Okay. What's it called?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on one second.
Because I might could play it on that computer with you guys to get on.
So right here. So this is for I'm gonna get the ones for K through 12.
K through 12.
Yeah.
I'm in 4th grade or 2nd. Because you could really say 2nd. The only reason it says in 4th grade because I'm supposed to be in 4th grade since I'm 9.
So let's look
but
at
I'm really in 2nd grade.
Okay, we're just gonna look at something. Guardians for the Planet.
The freak? What is that?
Okay, so Project Sparrow is using AI to preserve biodiversity in the most remote corners of the world. These are some beautiful colors, right? This looks very, very nice.
Why is it repeat?
Okay, so we can watch this.
We are here at the Magdalena River, one of the most endangered ecosystems in Colombia.
What's going on, y'all?
There is less than 15% left of its original 4,000 square kilometers. Many species only live
the
here,
monkeys.
So if disappear,
Want to
they
see
will
the
disappear
monkeys?
From the world.
You two kick me off.
We cannot solve a problem if we cannot measure it. In order for biodiversity experts to work, they need data. They need to go to the field, install new camera traps, install new
They kicked me off for no reason.
Sometimes finding out that the camera wasn't even working, then go back to their research units and do all the analysis.
We have thousands and thousands of hours of recordings that we are not.
You're not even looking.
It's too much.
You're supposed to be learning. This is part of your schoolwork. This is your life. your life
Sparrow takes
schooling.
recordings and other measurements, process it using AI, and then communicate back to the cloud via satellite. Sparrow is open source. Anyone, from conservation scientists to researchers to park rangers, can use it and improve upon it.
We are really excited to be the first pilot of Project
I'm gonna go on
Sparrow
YouTube
because it will
on
allow us
TikTok
to be
shortly,
much more efficient in monitoring our
but I'm not
biodiversity.
gonna keep the
This is like
screen on that
super
for too long because
for one of
YouTube be
our
acting
devices,
funny.
the first one that we're actually
They
deploying.
just ended my live. They've been
Once
doing
it's
that
up,
lately. I don't
we
know
just
why, but
plug the
I'm going to
battery
give
in
them
and
a
position the
message
solar
here.
panels at a satellite antenna, and we should have internet uplink and the Wi-Fi network for the
Now
camera.
this is about Project
Great.
Sparrow.
So now every single day you're getting data from this device. That changes the whole
So
pipeline of
they're just
information.
using AI to monitor these animals and learn about them, which
We're literally innovating and changing the way that
I'm not
we
impressed by
monitor
this stuff anymore
biodiversity, not just in Colombia, in the world.
because motive, you know. And then
Pretty cool.
on top of motive, you know, what do they end up doing most of the time, if not really all the time? And the data centers, the harm that it's causing to people, the excessiveness of it all, I'm just not in favor for it. So I would not be in favor for this. Early on, years ago, we would be so impressed, oh, they're using AI. They can find out more information about animals. Um, I don't think I just impressed me by, finding out more information on how we could, do better things for us humans. All they're doing is just causing more and more harm to humans. So stuff like this is just not even something that is impressive to me. But, I teach and do curriculum, so this is part of curriculum materials here. Um, so this is North Central Colombia, Middle Magdalena Valley, home to some of the world's most remarkable biodiversity. So you want to listen to the rainforest? You can hear what it sounds like. This one sounds like a
That's
rainforest.
the Amazon rainforest?
This is in Colombia,
The Colombia.
Magdalena Valley. And then they have all of this here, but you don't have to read it
Do you
because
read all of that stuff?
my computer will do this.
World's most remarkable biodiversity.
Hmm.
Stretching between the central and
What did
eastern
you press?
Andes Mountains, this valley is
I might
crucial
could
to
do
the
that
health
on
of
my
our
computer.
planet.
Well, I
But the
actually
region,
can,
full
but
of
I
forests,
press like
But you
wetlands,
can't learn anything if you're
floodplains,
talking,
is
though.
facing challenges.
You have to listen.
Deforestation and other human activities are threatening its unique ecosystems, many of which exist nowhere else on Earth. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, and the MMV has more than 630 birds, 120 reptile,
Look
120
at it.
fish, 50 amphibian, 50 mammal, and 4,000 vascular plant species. It's also a wintering ground for many North American migratory bird species. From the forest floor to the highest treetop, solar-powered cameras and microphones are using AI to monitor and save endangered
That's a good
ecosystems.
question, Derek. They're hating.
Photo, Santiago Rosado. El Silencio
Let
Natural
me
Reserve and Research Station,
let me.
located within MMV in Colombia.
You've been around a while, so I think you would know the answer. Um, if I was over here, with my boobs out, my butt out, and my mouth all foul, and constantly just saying the most ratchet things ever, and just being all like that, then I, yeah, I'd be so hot. Social media would love me so. And as much as I try to entertain, just gossip, to just get some visibility because it is just a requirement. You know, you know. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or if I was just over here pushing their products constantly, I mean, they would accept it either way. It would be just fine with them, you know. But even hell, what I'm doing right now, that's they don't like that. They don't like that. Mm-mm. It's been like that from the very beginning since I've been on here. They know what I want to talk about versus, you know, what they would prefer. So they don't have any interest in any of that, in any of it. So they have, so here, and you can click on here. See, this would be a whole.
Well, I love that they take me up in the trees and I can see Colombia
See,
from
this will be a
another
whole
perspective.
class for you.
I love the fact that we are doing a job that is not only scientifically deep,
Yeah,
but
because
it's
you'd be learning
also
about a whole different subject. You be look at this right here. See, this is the camera traps act as the eyes of the forest, revealing behavior and ecological insights that were once hidden. For example, researchers have discovered that a pregnant brown spider monkey, it's a spider monkey, she isolates herself from the group before giving birth. They all do that. A behavior once hidden from view. Oh, that is nothing significant. They all do that. They nest, they go away, they have a baby. We go to a hospital for some odd reason. And they also have a TED Talk. You can go watch a TED Talk. And so they are watching, they're learning about these animals. Then they have this thing here, project.
The Amazon is losing 10,000 acres a day due to deforestation.
Hmm.
At this rate, nearly half of it could be gone by 2050. This continuous destruction is devastating millions of species that call the Amazon home.
Look at that. That's beautiful. That's fresh air.
Necesitamos resolver el tema de la deforestación en Colombia.
Introducing Project Guacamaya, a new scientific partnership using AI to speed up data analysis, cutting down a process that took decades to find fast, innovative solutions to preserve the Amazon.
It's beautiful. This camera does
Planet
not do it
Labs provides
justice.
satellite images, enabling researchers to quickly detect deforestation with AI.
Las imágenes satelitales son muy importantes porque a partir de ellas podemos tener una estimación de cuál es la cobertura del bosque y cada día podemos
You
ver
speak Spanish,
cómo
right?
está cambiando la cobertura del bosque en el país.
Yeah? Fluently?
Cameras capture images of animals with
I have
AI
I have that
identifying
same
species
camera.
in real time, allowing scientists to
Mhm.
track animal populations without disturbing nature.
How?
What you mean
This is
how?
a very powerful technology that can also be transformative
What do I
if we
do?
focusing
That's
on
cool.
nature.
I just built it a whole freaking plane out
Special
of
microphones record the sound within the
the
Amazon over time.
freaking
It's
ice.
part
AI
it's part of
identifies
field work.
what species are making
You
those
know,
sounds
you get to
and
go
test
out and then
if the rainforest is
try
in
and
distress.
mimic
With this efficient
getting
process,
some,
researchers can observe change,
footage of
anticipate events, and act
just
to
different
protect
animals and stuff.
biodiversity. Bioacoustic is
That's how you
a new way to
homeschool.
understand the biodiversity. You kind of record with this kind of microphone.
After you see how they do, you learn about how they do. You
The
take the
balance of
camera, you go
biodiversity
set it up. You can
ways
even
of
do it in
being
your
able to record
backyard
this based
and
on
just
particular
catch,
recordings from
what's
different
going on
regions
out
of
there.
the country. Now, scientists
Check
can
it the
hear the
next day,
forest
see what's
loud
been
and
crawling
clear.
around.
The tools provided by Microsoft speed up the data analysis. What used to take months are taking minutes.
AI enables us to act quickly, providing the Amazon with a critical opportunity to recover and
Oh, look at
regenerate.
that tree. Look, oh
Technology
my
will be a game
gosh.
changer
You
in
should
saving
see
the Amazon.
it. Where is
Together,
it? Let me see.
researchers are changing the future of the Amazon in ways never imagined before. And this is just
Right.
the beginning. Enables us to act quickly, providing the Amazon with a critical opportunity to recover
Look at
and
that.
regenerate.
Whoa,
Technology
that's
will be a game changer in saving the Amazon. Together, researchers are changing the future of the Amazon in ways never imagined before. And this is just the beginning.
The Darien Gap. Yeah, that sounds like somewhere I do not want to go. At all. Okay. I am not getting in the habitat. So here is more stories and things you can click on. So this is all curriculum materials and things. So I'm gonna show you the games I was talking about.
This wasn't the game?
No, this is just some of the
Stuff.
some of the. Okay, so here is one.
Whoa.
Here's some of them.
Slither Slam.
Yeah, so this is some coding activities. So you pick one. Oh, that's right. I said we're gonna ask your father first.
Yeah.
Well, pick one and I'll just do it, and I'll show you how. You got Word Match Fiesta. You got Spooky Manor.
How about Slither Slam?
Which Slither Slam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So Slither Slam.
Look what I built.
I know. What is
So
that?
it's the spaceship, and since he's a master builder, it's in a movie. They're master builders. They could build anything in the matter of seconds.
Which movie? Lego movie?
Yeah, in the movie. So he built that. He's not in the movie, but he's with Unikitty, I guess, in Unikitty's movie. So yeah, he built that on the back of the thing since the spaceship was going down. Then he's gonna jump on it and use the things,
Whoa.
So pretty much this is where he pedals.
You know what you reminded me of right now?
Yeah.
Remember that video we watched yesterday when they had the dogs and they were falling apart?
Yeah.
You kind of falling apart again. But that's pretty cool.
I didn't even need that piece. That was for showing off.
I know, I'm just messing with you. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so he's gonna jump.
That's how they was doing. So it happens to everybody.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so see, look, this is how a real coding thing would look, right? So it says explore artificial intelligence and prompt engineering. Explore.
Oh, I thought you said it.
By competing in a fast-paced snake game tournament. And then you press start. Welcome to Slither Slam. Now, since I don't feel like reading all that, this is what I'm gonna do. Booyaka.
Trophy welcome, challenger. 1.00. The stadium lights blaze. The crowd roars. Giant screens flash with the words, "Welcome to Slither Slam." You step onto the virtual arena floor, heart pounding. This isn't just any game. It's the ultimate AI showdown. Suddenly, a voice crackles through your headset, /. Snakebot, hey, partner. You made it. Welcome to Slither Slam, the biggest snake tournament of the year. I'm Snakebot, your coding sidekick. We're going to slither our way to victory in this tournament. You handle the strategy, I'll handle the code. Snakebot grins, well, as much as an AI snake can grin, /. Snakebot, here's the deal. We're up against some of the toughest AI snakes in the world. Our mission? Build the best snake strategies using the power of prompts. That means you tell me what you want, and I'll turn it into code. Sound good?
Great.
Great. Let's get started.
Okay.
Snakebot hands you a flyer /. Snakebot, first
First
things
things
first.
first.
Let's get
Get
you
you familiar
familiar
with
with
the
the
rules
rules
of
of the
the
tournament.
tournament.
Tip. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Slither
Slither
Slam.
Slam.
Slither Slam is a tournament based on the classic game of Snake, but with a twist.
Mm.
Instead of one snake chasing after food, two snakes will face head to head to fight for food and see who survives longest.
This is too hard.
Rules. Eat food to grow.
You
Avoid
listening?
running into walls.
Yeah.
Avoid running into yourself. Avoid running into enemy snakes. Win a round by being last snake slithering. Win the match by winning 3 rounds. Slither. Or be slammed. Snakebot. Survive longer than your opponent to win the round.
Hmm.
First to win 3 rounds moves up the bracket. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Enough reading. Let's get ready to start playing.
Okay.
Snakebot heads towards the training area.
Okay. So, did you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me.
So they don't want you to run into other snakes or run into yourself, and try not to get slammed, and try to survive longer than your opponent.
Okay.
And you have to be the last snake bit.
Wonderful. And then what? Also, you're trying to do what? Get the. You gotta eat the food.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
So.
want to see you play it since I can't play it
Okay.
right now.
All right. All right. So let me scroll down. So you were listening. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Just because I look like I'm not listening, and I can deal with this, but I am listening. Trust me.
Okay. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna let them read because they're gonna have some questions, and we're gonna answer the questions.
Wait, they can hear you?
Um, no, we're gonna type in the answer. Okay. So then they have a picture, and it's a picture. An LLM. Okay, what is a snake bot?
I don't want to get
Robot
in
face, what is
trouble,
Snakebot?
but
1.00.
I don't want to get in trouble, so I don't
The
know
training grounds are
if I
quieter than the
actually
roaring arena.
am supposed to be
Snakebot,
talking
alright,
to you.
partner, before we dive into the
'Cause
strategy, it's
my
time for
dad
our
did
first
say
lesson.
stuff
What is
about
AI? And what's this LLM thing everyone
mining.
keeps talking
Okay,
about?
we can
Snakebot
separate
puts on oversized glasses.
if you're not sure.
Snakebot, AI, or artificial intelligence, is just a fancy way of saying a robot that can learn and think.
We can pause this.
There are a ton of different kinds of AI.
Let's pause this and separate. And I'm gonna be here with my laptop, and then you can go over there and play with your toys. Hey, you got one piece of your Lego right here.
Oh.
Yeah. So once I show him these things, and if he approves, then the next time I come, we can do this.
Or we could, no, actually, we could do it now if he comes.
Yeah, once I show it to him and he's okay with it, then we can do it.
But yeah, before we separate, I did want to tell you. So when he gets on this, he like does some stuff, pretend like this is something.
Now you just say
Like
it.
he drives the thing
What?
while the whole island is like the whole space of this fall. He builds a whole new circus thing,
Oh,
like a whole
okay.
new thing, and then makes it fly.
I would show the audience, but I don't want to. We don't have permission for that. So, but it's nice. That's cool.
No,
But
I mean we could.
but we're gonna separate for now
Okay.
because we don't have permission to do anything past what we did. So we can all be good. Now this is the second time you've asked me this question. Oh, I need to plug up my phone. Why would you ask me such a question? Hmm, that is an odd question. And if you're gonna ask me a question like that, I suggest. Wanna know what I suggest? I suggest you give up the goods, baby. Drop something in the cash app. And and then I'll answer you. Sure will. I'll let you know what you wanna know, baby. What you wanna know, baby. What you wanna know, baby. Mm-hmm. You got voices in your head. Mm. Na 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 na. What are they saying to you? That's what I want to know. What are the voices in your head saying to you? Mm, 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 mm. What are they saying? I don't know what's up with this migraine. Because I'm not letting anything stress me out, but I think I'm just consuming too much of leggings are dying. No, they're not. What else we gonna wear when we work out? Mm. Oh, somebody got timed out. I'm not even gonna look at your message. Thanks, Derek. I can't even see. I didn't even see the moderated thing on there. What's this saying? Those planning holiday trips, travel pants. Blah 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 blah. Just trying to market something. That's all. I'm not getting ready to read all that. This is gonna be good, y'all. I'm gonna click on this and then I'm going where I was about to go. All the Superman movies ranked from worst to best. Mm, I should have brought like a sweater or a jacket. What are the best Superman movies of all time? Well, that's a tricky question to answer because when it comes to comic book heroes, there are very few as iconic and easily recognizable as Superman in general, created in 1938 by writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster. Superman has remained relevant with popular culture for almost 90 years. Classic Superman. This is in parts thanks to the continual output, the continual. What's wrong with me? Output of Superman stories, whether solo or as part of a team, created since the character's inception in comic books, TV, video games, and of course, inspiring some of the best superhero movies too. Hmm. Now, while each of the Superman movies differ from one another in terms of quality, tone, and narrative goals, they all equally commit to portraying the character as a symbol of hope, selflessness, and idealism. James Gunn is continuing the tradition that takes The Man of Steel as Superman 2025. They better not make another Superman. They better not make another Superman. Is a new love letter to the character and his legacy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Mm-mm. Therefore, before you watch the latest DC movie, they are making another Superman, y'all. I'm not okay with that. It's just they gotta stop it. Create another character. Here's a ranking of all the theatrically released Superman movies from worst to best. This gonna be good. Keep in mind that as long as Superman is one of the main characters, then it counts as a Superman film. Uh-oh. Justice League, for example, will be on this list. Oh, really? While films like Supergirl and The Flash will not. Additionally, all Superman entries before the first Richard Donner film, i.e., Superman serial Adam, Man versus Superman serial, and Superman the Mole Man, will be left off the list. Hmm, okay. I can rock with that. So without further ado, here are all the major Superman movies ranked from Richard Donner's Superman to Zack Snyder's Justice League and more. Number 11 is Justice League, and that is directed by Zack Snyder for a film budgeted at 300 million. There's not a single remarkable or noteworthy aspect in Justice League. This isn't a surprising this isn't surprising considering how rocky its production was. An amalgamation of factors guaranteed the movie's downfall, such as Zack Snyder departing from the project due to a family tragedy, and Warner Brothers mandating reshoots and a hard 2 hour runtime, and Josh Whedon rewriting the script to include hearted, more light-hearted. It's the migraine. More light-hearted moments and jokes that completely clash with the dark and gritty tone Snyder established. And they have a clip, but I can't show it. Now, speaking of reshoots, Superman himself was a victim of them, and as it almost impossible to notice, nightmarish, uncanny, valley, upper lip. Huh? It's well known at this point that Henry Cavill's then mustache was digitally removed using CGI. But even if Mustache Gate hadn't happened, it still doesn't change how little agency Superman has in the story. Justice League is a soulless Frankenstein's monster of a corporate product that lacks any creative voice, craftsmanship, or passion. Found my profile on TikTok. Yes, I saw your comment too. Okay, so number 10, ranked at number 10, I'm gonna show, is The Quest for Peace. I remember that one. 1987, and that was directed by Sidney J. Faree. The Quest for Peace is undoubtedly a terrible movie. It's still a classic in our heads. The special effects are so noticeably subpar. Okay, because you went back and watched it as an adult, that it's impossible to ignore aspects like the abysmal use of the blue screen and the exact same shot of Superman flying being used multiple times. Well, thank you for telling us. The film cares so little about continuity that it introduces new, made up abilities that Superman didn't originally have, like causing his old space pod to disappear and fixing the Great Wall of China just by staring at these objects. Well, I don't know if I want to keep reading because it's like he's trying to ruin it. He's trying to ruin it. Okay, the list of faults Superman 4, The Quest for Peace has is endless. Yet, when a movie like this is so incompletely made with such noticeably abysmal filmmaking, it wraps back around to being hilarious and enjoyable, though for purely ironic reasons. And the same vein as other classics, so bad is good films like The Room, Birdmic, and Samurai Cop. This movie is an absolute blast of time when watching and making fun of it with friends. Well, we didn't do that. I actually, that was one of, we loved that Superman movie as a kid. Okay, so number 9 is Superman 3. 1983, directed by Richard Lester. For a film titled Superman 3, a large portion of the movie focuses on Richard Pryor's character, Gus Gorman, and the various over the top comedic set pieces he's thrown into, as such as getting drunk with a security guard or skiing off of a skyscraper. Conceptually, there's nothing wrong with having these slapstick moments in a Superman film, but because they overstay their welcome for so long, double entendre, whatever humor was initially there is immediately vaporized. Okay, who is the author of this? I'm not feeling you, but the gangs are given such priority that it doesn't leave much room for Superman to do much plot wise. There are kernels of interesting ideas sprinkled through, like Clark reconnecting with his old high school crush, Lana Lane, and becoming evil after being exposed to synthetic kryptonite. That K2, boy, that K2. Unfortunately, these concepts aren't given proper development, as Clark's potential romance with Lana is quickly abandoned, and Superman's evil transformation is haphazardly resolved with good Superman beating evil Superman in a fight. So the author did not like that movie. Hmm, interesting. We liked it. I liked it. Batman versus Superman and Dawn of Justice. Okay, I'm gonna agree with that, but that should have been probably, you know. Mm-hmm. 2016, again, Zack Snyder. It says, while Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice was critically panned when it was released back in 2016, it has since developed a cult following. Really? And it's easy to see why. For all its faults and issues, the film is ambitious and experimental. As it was, unlike most other superhero movies at the time, it took a big swing at being a grifter, a grittier take on the genre, and it nails that aesthetic with its use of darkness, rain, muted colors, and other elements synonymous with Snyder's dictatorial style. However, the film's moody, serious tone is often undercut and unintentionally silly moments. For example, the actual fight between Batman and Superman, which is mostly well shot and executed, is ruined by the infamous Save Martha scene. Just hearing the name Martha is enough to not only stop Batman from killing Superman, but also immediately do a 180 and become best friends with his supposed sworn enemy, who he only moments ago tried to stab with a kryptonite spear. Mm. Number seven. Oh, I did too. I did too. Superman Returns, 2006, directed by Bryan Singer. Superman Returns is an ambitious passion project from the director Bryan Singer, who was clearly inspired by Richard Donner's Superman when crafting his take on the character. Now, there's a lot to admire, but Superman Returns is ultimately a mixed bag. The biggest issue is that the movie tries to capture the same hopeful, optimistic tone as Richard Donner's Superman while also being a dark and serious superhero movie in the same vein as Singer X Men films. The juxtaposing tones never blend well together, resulting in a movie that can feel disjointed. Now, despite the lack of strong direction, Superman Returns makes up for it with the great performances from the actors. Brian Ruth not only bears a physical resemblance to Christopher Reeves, a little bit, not that much, but also shares the same boyish charm and charisma. Kevin Spacey delivers the best performance of the film as his portrayal of Lex Luthor and captures both the camp and the goofiness of Gene Hackman's version while also bringing a level. First of all, stopgap. There be nothing like the originals. Okay. Now, while also bringing a level of bitterness and evil that feels unique to this Superman movie. Oh my God. As I go on, it's just getting worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse. Number five, Superman 2. It's still a classic though. I mean, why would you even do that? Why would you even put this here? 1981, director Richard Lester. Like Justice League 2017, Superman 2 had a messy production that involved a lot behind the scenes drama. Yet, despite these obstacles, Superman 2 became a critical and financial success. And a big part of that is thanks to the returning actors. Gene Hackman particularly stands out with his portrayal of Lex Luthor as a campy yet conniving snake oil salesman. General Zod, Ursa, and Non are also great additions as they are the first villains in the series who can match Superman physically. The real heart of the film, though, is the romance between Clark and Lois, which is enhanced by the amazing chemistry between Christopher Reeve and Margaret Kidder. The film could have done a better job connecting Clark and Lois's story with the other main plot of General Zod and his henchmen invading Earth, as these narratives run parallel to each other throughout most of the movie. That being said, these two storylines are still individually engaging, so even if they aren't well connected, the entire experience remains enjoyable and captivating. Number four is Superman 2025. I haven't seen it. Don't want to see it. Director is James Gunn. Henry Cavill as Superman. Okay. Hmm. James Gunn's reboot of Superman for the new DCU timeline isn't perfect, but it's an amazing celebration of comic book culture, packed with fun, laughter, color, and big action set pieces. There is heaps of passion in Gunn's depiction of our favorite Kryptonian. The film centers around Superman facing Lex Luthor's efforts to turn the public and the U.S. government against him via the series of perfectly planned smear campaigns that highlight Superman's alien status. It's heartbreaking seeing Supes fight to clear his name, as well as grapple with the truth behind his birth parents. Did he say Soup? Hmm. His parents' wishes for him to send him to Earth.
Soup is kind of like Spidey.
Superman. He's saying soup short for Superman.
Yeah, like Spidey.
Oh yeah. I just never heard soup before.
Yeah.
David Cornsweet as Clark Kent and Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor are also perfect in their respective roles. Honestly, there's a lot to love about this movie. I doubt it. I haven't seen it, but I doubt it. Eh, but it has some messy and contrived moments that prevent it from ranking amongst our top three picks. Still, it's a triumph for DC for sure, and it's a great start to the new cinematic universe. Don't do it. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm one of the ones. Original Superman. He's the only one for me. Nope. Can't do any other. Mm-mm. I can't. Nope. I'm too old. I cannot. When he died, Superman died. And yes, I said the word YouTube. I said it. Number three, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a major improvement over the original Justice League in almost every way. 2021. As bloated as the 4 hour and 2 minute runtime is, the extra 2 hours allows the film to thoroughly flesh out the world building and characters, especially Cyborg and Flash. The removal of the awkward jokes and humor from the original Justice League allows the Snyder to cut to maintain a more consistently dark tone. Even Superman, who still serves as glorified Deus Ex Machine, is given more to work with compared to his 2017 counterpart. Hmm. He has more emotional scenes with Lois and Ma Kent, so when he inevitably appears to help the team defeat Steppenwolf, his return feels so much more satisfying. And the movie is by no means perfect, as it still has issues such as constant over reliance on slow mo and the use of orchestrated female voices almost every time Wonder Woman is in frame. Okay. I don't know why Wonder Woman's catching strays, but okay. Yet, despite these flaws, there's a lot to appreciate about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Hmm. Look at that. Christopher Reeves. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Superman 2, Richard Donner cut. The year is 2006. Hmm. Man. While the theatrical cut may have been well received, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, arguably the much better film. The best addition is Donner's cut of Superman 2, is the inclusion of Marlon Brando's Jor-El, who was noticeably absent in Lester's version. Jor-El's interactions with Clark add an extra layer of emotional depth and vulnerability to their relationship, further cementing the father-son theme that wasn't in Lester's version of the movie. The director's cut isn't perfect, though it's primarily because of the limitations Donner faced that were out of his control. For example, the screen test footage of Lois firing a gun at Clark plays a crucial role in the film. However, this scene has a rough look and quality to it, and Reeve and Kidder look significantly younger compared to how they appeared throughout the rest of the movie. Fortunately, the emotionally powerful movie and Donna's version outweigh these flaws as they give fans a glimpse into what Superman 2 could have been if Donna stayed. Mm, no, what is this link to? Hold on. Um, okay. To all of the movies. This is the link to all of the movies in order. Glad I stopped by. Number one, Superman, Super motherfucking man. Okay, look at it with the little curly curl. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. 1978. I was 2 years old. Richard Donner. While it may not be surprising to find Superman at the top of the list, sometimes the obvious choice is the correct one. Superman is a timeless epic that not only sets the standards for what a superhero movie should be, but also thoroughly understands who Superman is and what makes him a symbol of idealistic hope and optimism. This is a well coordinated and lavishly produced film with special effects and action scenes that 50 years later still hold up today. Boy, you better go. The destruction of Krypton is so well shot and coordinated that it creates this apocalyptic feeling of dread that cements Kal-El as the last son of Krypton. Donner expertly showcases how Clark overcomes his alienation and loneliness by undergoing a journey of self discovery with the help of his adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent. As the first major blockbuster superhero, it gets everything right, paving the way for other great comic book films. Like, who cares, right? Who cares about the rest of them? Okay, he ended it well. He ended it well. Yeah, yeah, the very first one. Yo, you was born in 1978. Okay, so you're a little bit older than me. What in the world? The most watched action movies with terrible Rotten Tomato scores. I don't. I don't. Okay, so here's an update on the David case, and I haven't seen anything on that in a while. So let me click on this real quick, and let me get my charger. Okay, so yeah, let me check that out real quick. Uh, oh, this migraine is what is on my charger cord? Oh, they gotta come on. I gotta. Mm, my head is something awful. Mm, mm, mm. It's something awful. Okay. I'm just gonna go on for days and days. Okay. Oh, come on. You want to do all that? Oh, you wasn't born in 78. I read that wrong. Okay, so the David case, David and Celeste. So they said a burn cage incinerator has been found at Hollywood Hills home, formerly inhabited by singer David. According to a private investigator, oh my gosh, my head is just thumping. Steve Fisher said the burning cage was inside the California home where the singer, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, was living, but it remained unopened. Every time they have an update, they're not saying nothing. David considered a suspect in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez passing. That's all they got. I usually don't even entertain it because it's usually nothing. He said on social media that the burn cage, amongst other products, was delivered to the property under a false name. Although the deliveries were accepted at the residence. A burn cage can get up to 1,600 degrees. The incinerator in question can reach up to 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 200 degrees hotter than the temperature required to burn human bones. It was not taken by authorities during the search warrant. Oh, well, I know if she wasn't burnt, then I guess it wouldn't be. That would make sense. Fisher noted these type of incinerators are illegal. I don't know. Uh, First of all, if the story is real, we got to start there. But if it is real, what's going on? Because how many illegal things have been going on in this case already? So somebody should be charged with something. And yes, an investigation of this sort takes time. But he was in a relationship with an underage girl, as far as we know. And it's like, I don't even know what to say about that because it's like, do you wait to charge on that because you want to get a bigger case like murder? Or do you get them at least on that? Or I don't know. I just don't know. I don't, I don't know. I can't put too much into it because I don't even know if it's a real story at this point. You know? I don't. I gotta clean my computer. I just don't know. Questions have been swirled about Burke's relationship with There's no questions. He was dating the girl. Come on. There's no questions. Okay, I'm out of here. They don't got nothing to say. Okay, they found a burn case. They didn't take it. What was the point? Wow. I don't know. I just gotta try. I'm just at the point where I'm just trying to start avoiding some of the bad news for a while because it's bothersome and it just contributes to the stress. It's a lot to take in. So I'm looking for things that aren't bad news. Robin Hood, never got into that, but I like to see the costumes. What? Speaking of Superman 2 Man of Tomorrow in 2027 with David Cornsweet and Millie Alcott. I haven't even watched Superman 2025. I just don't I just don't know that I can I didn't know Keanu Reeves played a character. Okay, let me do the Superman thing first, because I just can't. After Christopher Reeves, I had to opt out. That's just where I'm at with it.
Sure might look like in James Gunn's new DC universe, especially now that the villain for Superman 2 is confirmed and the chatter around Matt Smith becoming Brainiac is getting louder. Because all of these updates dropped right around the same
I
time,
can't.
it makes sense to go through everything at once. And even though people keep arguing online
What you
about
mean,
whether
and what?
Warner Brothers might sell DC to another company, we'll stay focused on the actual Superman sequel for
Huh?
now.
Sell
If you
DC
want
to
us to
another
dig into the
company.
business side later, tell us. But for the moment, it's better to look closely at what we actually know about Superman 2. The best place to begin is with the Superman actor who wants to return and might genuinely end up in James
Superman
Gunn's
2?
sequel. According to a Forbes report, Superman is on track to make roughly $150 million in
Oh yeah,
profit
I'm gonna go to that
worldwide,
one next.
which explains why DC feels confident investing heavily in the franchise.
How can they call it
Gunn
Superman
is
2?
supposed to
I'm
step right
already
back into Clark Kent's world
not
next year,
feeling it.
because production on the Superman sequel, titled Man of Tomorrow, starts soon, with the July 9th, 2027 release date locked in. And since Brainiac is reportedly the main villain, it makes sense that multiple heroes will appear to expand the story. That brings us to Pierce Brosnan. During a new interview with GQ, he explained that he's been hearing conversations behind the scenes about Dr. Fate possibly returning. Brosnan played the character in Black Adam, and although Fate died in that film, the actor said he heard the character might show up in Man of Tomorrow and might even get a solo project. He explained that he enjoyed Fate's philosophical side and would be open to returning. Since Gunn's DCU has already kept a bunch of DCEU actors in place, it's easy to imagine Brosnan
Well, I hit
returning
the like
as
button
either the
anyway.
same Kent Nelson or a fresh version of Dr.
Uh,
Fate. That possibility becomes even more believable because the DCU subtly teased the Justice Society's existence in Superman. One of the movie's standout Easter eggs was a mural in the Hall of Justice showing a bunch of heroes who exist in Gunn's continuity, including Wildcat and Sandman, both major JSA icons. So even though Black Adam belonged to the old continuity, the new DCU has space to fold those characters in. James Gunn did go
he's
on Threads
sweet.
and say, "My opinion is I've never heard a Dr. Fate rumor. But that doesn't rule out conversations taking place at higher levels.
Hmm.
Because Gunn used multiple heroes, the Justice Gang, in Superman, it wouldn't be surprising if the sequel brought in the Justice Society to help deal with Brainiac. Brainiac forcing Lex Luthor and Superman to team up already signals a high stakes conflict, so adding more heroes fits the scale of the story. The old DCEU had big plans for the JSA too. One of Shazam! Fury of the Gods post-credit scenes even showed Emilia Harcourt and John Economos trying to recruit Shazam to the JSA. So if Dr. Fate is returning in Man of Tomorrow, it could finally bring the team back into the spotlight. Another part of the Superman conversation involves actor Alan Tudyk, who plays a bunch of roles in Gunn's universe. During Screen Rant's Firefly panel with Joe Deckelmeyer at Motor City Comic Con 2025, Tudyk talked about the status of his DCU characters. He voices Gary in Superman, and he plays Dr. Phosphorus, Will Magnus, and Clayface in Creature Commandos. When asked whether he'd get to appear as any of them in live action, he admitted he had no idea because Gunn has so much going on. Tudyk said he simply waits for Gunn to call him when he's needed, since the filmmaker's workload keeps growing with new DC Studios projects. He also mentioned how excited he was about all the upcoming shows and films, including the V for Vendetta series that was announced recently. According to Tudyk, Gunn has several projects coming that people wouldn't immediately associate with DC, even though they originated from comic books. When someone brought up the Jimmy Olsen TV series, Tudyk said he loved Skylar Gazondo's performance as Jimmy and thought he'd be open to joining the show if asked. Tudyk hasn't been confirmed for any DCU films yet, but Creature Commandos Season 2 is officially happening, so he'll return there. Even though the DCU's 2025 slate is finished, several major releases are coming in 2026. Lanterns is reportedly arriving early in the year on HBO, while the Supergirl movie and the Clayface movie are set for June 26th and September 11th, 2026. Now, shifting to one of the biggest casting rumors, Matt Smith possibly becoming Brainiac for Superman 2. Since Corenswit's Superman and Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor are returning and set to team up against the villain, DC Studios clearly wants to make the sequel one of the most important chapters in Gunn's universe. The rumor that Matt Smith might be playing Brainiac spread quickly because he has the
I gotta make me a Wonder Woman costume.
who mixes intellect, menace, and eerie
I
detachment.
love me some Wonder
His performances in The
Woman. Give me
Crown
something
and
to drink.
House of the Dragon showed how deeply he commits to a role,
Do my
which is
course,
why
yeah.
fans think he should nail the character. Although some viewers complain about Brainiac's
Yeah, we did finish a long time ago. Mm-mm. You know where you live at? My head is killing me so bad.
How'd you like it, EJ? I said, how did you like it?
He liked it, but we had to separate because he
You don't
said,
want no bread, do you?
I get sick eating bread.
Yeah, I know. It ain't good for me either. You said, oh, what did you say?
Hmm.
What did you say about him?
Oh, he said he couldn't talk to me.
He couldn't talk to you.
Yeah.
What is that?
His dad said he couldn't talk to me.
Huh?
He said his dad said he couldn't talk to me.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I told him go over there and play so you don't get in no trouble. Well, you got some eggs in there though.
Oh, I got some eggs left?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means I could, yeah, fry them up, make an egg sandwich. Some protein. I'm not saying you gotta do it, I can do it.
No, I feel you. I'm ready. I'm bread or
Huh?
I said, yeah, I'm just gonna hands with bread or something. Take off.
Say it again.
And I said, yeah, I'm ready. That's how I'm just heating this bread up so we can take off. Did you want to pack that? Your laptop or something?
Huh?
Oh, he's using your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you want to pack it up?
I was gonna do I was gonna do it like a interactive coding game with him, and he was like saying his dad was saying he didn't want him talking to me.
I don't know.
don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends on. I guess I don't know. I guess it was quiet yesterday, but I don't know if she has what y'all talking about. I have no clue. So I guess it tell me maybe.
Well, you never know how children translate things, you know.
Right.
And then I also understand it completely because children talk a lot and they'll tell everything. Um, although we don't, I'm not gonna talk to him about y'all business or nothing like that, but I completely understand. All right,
Almost
y'all.
8 years. Introducing grammars like you've never seen before. Your
It does,
all-in-one writing essential.
and I'm getting ready to
Say
go.
hello to Humanizer, the tool that adds rhythm
So
and nuance to your writing. Select.
I probably won't come back on tonight with this migraine, but I might go on TikTok for a little while though, just to try to keep my page going. So catch me outside.